Today is yet another busy day. We've got a lot of miles that we need to cover today, so we better get started. That's what's going on today on Farmertylerranch. This morning I'm over here at our summer steer pasture and I need to drop off some Redmond salt blocks, and I also brought a fly trap that I wanted to hang up out here as well. So let's go ahead and get these salt blocks put out, and then I got to figure out where I'm going to put the fly trap. I haven't quite decided yet, so we'll have to look around a little bit and see if we can figure something out. Man, they are really tearing into that salt block. I'm kind of surprised they only went without for like a day, and you can tell that they missed it. I brought this other salt block here. I was gonna throw it in the third pasture, but what I think I'll do instead is I'm gonna throw it into the pasture that they're in, so they have two in here now, and they can consume as much as they want. They'll have better access to it. And then when I do move them into the next pasture, these blocks are right by the gate, so I can just toss them over the fence. In fact, I'm kind of thinking now, the way they're all kind of congregating, getting the salt here right under this tree, maybe the tree would be a good place to hang the fly trap. The fly trap I got is this Star Bar Captivator. I've never used these before, but I saw Pete on Just a Few Acres Farm using them, and he usually seems to know what he's doing, so I thought I would give them a try as well. What I like about them is they're not super expensive, but unlike the bag style, these jars are reusable. You just have to empty them out and put new bait in them. So there's a little bit of a cost up front to play the game, so to speak, but once you've got the jars, the traps themselves, then the inserts are not that expensive. And one thing that I will say about these traps is they stink. And as soon as you take that lid off, especially if you're indoors, you can really smell it. It looks like I'm gonna need some water for this, which I kind of knew. So we're gonna walk down to the water trough and fill it up. Sweet fellas. Well, they sure haven't made much dent in this grass, which I didn't figure they would overnight, but man, you can sure tell they've been out here. There's trails everywhere. Guess I should probably get this berry vine out of here. Be careful where I grab it. See, that's why you got to be careful. You got all these little thorns here. Not great. Whew, man, this thing smells. Good golly. All right, that's it. Let's go hang this thing up now. You know, I was thinking too, another nice thing about putting their salt blocks right here by the gate is that when we do have to move into this next pasture, if I just leave this gate open, like I tried with the first one, they're a lot more likely to find it because they'll be coming up here to get salt. All right, I got the other salt block is right underneath the trap, so hopefully when they're standing there licking on that block, a trap will be right there where those flies are buzzing around, and I'm hoping it's gonna catch a bunch of them. I think all is well here. Let's move on to our next job. We've got the trailer hooked up here. We're on our way to go get some more animals, and I mean, the stock trailer is overkill for what we're getting, but it's really the only thing that's gonna work. So when we get up there, you shall see what we're going after. We're up here at Edson and Sons. What do you call this? A hog ranch? Hog farm?
Hog farm.
Okay, so I was telling Ryan that every time I get pigs from him, people ask me what the breed is, and I really don't know, because every time I get pigs from him, they turn out good, so I really don't care what breed it is. But Ryan, I want, if you would, please tell us what kind of pigs we're dealing with today.
So what we have, there's a couple different litters in this bunch. One came out of a purebred Duroc sow cross with a dark Hamp cross boar that I have here on site. The other one came out of a 3/4 purebred Yorkshire sow, and she was also bred to the same boar, the dark Hamp cross. All the pigs here, the boars have been raised on site, as well as the pure 3/4 York sow. She was raised here on site. Both were shown by my son here, Jackson, at the county fair a couple years ago.
Jackson, anything to add to that? I know he's a teenager, so he knows more than his dad does, so let's hear it.
Yeah, we've been doing this business for about 4 years now. Like Dad said earlier, we've shown everything that we've raised, and it's just honestly a really cool experience because we're selling all the pork that we have, and we're just building up a business, and it really, in my opinion, I think it's really neat.
If people want to buy pigs from you guys, how do they get a hold of you?
The easiest way is give me a call on my phone. I always have it with me, unfortunately, but it's 530-727-7180, or my email address is Ryan, that's R-Y-A-N, Edson, E-D-S-O-N, 17@yahoo.com.
So I'll put all that stuff in the description. If you're in the Vina area or, you know, within driving distance of it, give Ryan a call if you're looking for pigs. They don't herd like cows do they? Come on, boys and girls. Got one. Yeah. Good grab. Now we might have you. Make a break for it. Oh, I got it. Hold that. We've got one that escaped the pen that we were just in into this bigger pen, so now we got to try to come in here and see if we can grab it. So where do you get it?
We'll take her back in there.
Into the house here?
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, Ryan is hosing down our cargo there just because it's a little bit warm today. I wouldn't say it's hot, but just because we all got done running around in that pen, they could be a little bit hot right now. So before we hit the road and go on our drive back home, we're just gonna cool them down and try to make them a little more comfortable. I bet if you ask Ryan to go look at the little babies, he would take you over there. Or Jackson. I bet Jackson would do it too. Do you wanna ask him? Okay. Here, this is Jackson here. Do you wanna ask him? She wants to see the little piglets.
Oh, yeah.
Would you take her over there?
Yeah, of course.
Look at how big his foot is.
Look at his, did you see his teeth?
Big old tusk.
He's a big old boy.
Oh yeah.
What do you think? Is he a little scary? No, he's nice. Look, see, Jackson can pet him.
He's a sweetheart. Before we had our pens that we have now with our bumpers on the outside, we used to do farrowing crates, but we actually stopped doing the farrowing crates because we realized that caused a lot of stress on sows and just was not a very good environment for them.
So what they've got in this pen, they have bumpers all around the bottom, and the reason for that is that's so the piglets kind of have a place to hide.
Yeah.
And then in the corner here, we have heat lamps behind this shield, and it's the same idea. The piglets can go under here and get warm. They don't have to worry about getting laid on by mama.
Done with this pen is that realize that there's not a lot of stress on the sows. You know, the babies, there's no stress on the babies, no stress on us. The sows are happy, babies are happy, and yeah, it all goes out really smooth.
So I really like this setup. I think if I ever breed pigs, I would copy something like this. They have a Duroc boar. How long have you had him? I don't remember.
We got him in January. Hey buddy. Yeah, he used to be a boar over at I forgot where he was at, but he was AI only.
Oh, so he'd never done natural.
No, he's never done natural before, so it took him a while to get used to things, but now he's doing it.
So he really likes it here.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I can do that job.
Like the first month we had him, he would never he wasn't really he didn't like us that much, but now he's this big baby.
He's a puppy.
Oh yeah, he loves everything.
Well, Tyler, this is the dad of the one you're getting. This is Vortex. He's my baby. One of the things that we do at L. Edson and Sons that we just started recently is USDA retail cuts. So if anyone's looking for parts of a pig and don't want to foot the full bill of one in the freezer, reach out to us. We do have retail cuts available.
All right. Well, thank
Tyler,
you guys.
have a safe drive.
And
I'll have Mandy reach out to you anytime's fine, Tyler.
So here's our latest batch of pigs. There's supposed to be 10 of them here. I actually didn't count while we were loading, and it's almost impossible to count them now, but I'm pretty sure that Ryan probably got it right. Part of the reason why I brought this trailer was because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to fit all these pigs in dog crates, and I could have brought my other little utility trailer with the walls on it, but the reason why I didn't was because I like that this one has a roof so that they were in the shade on the drive home, and they're going to be living in this trailer for a couple of days. Our 2 off-season pigs are going to get harvested in a couple more days, and then once that is done, then they can go back out in the big pig pen. So until then, they're going to be calling this home. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.
And guy didn't tell you that he actually had another digit out of his thumb.
Oh, wow.
And you shook his hand. He's like, what? You're like, nothing. It'd be nice that you give me a heads up.
Yeah, just, I'll still shake it. I just,
that little tickler there didn't quite feel right.